Well guys, welcome to another video. It is April, spring has come and I'm out. Actually out. Got myself one of these fandangly car mounts for the camera. So I figured I'd give it a go, give it a whirl. So I've come out to North Shropshire, a little place called Lilleshall, just near Newport. It's quite a agricultural area. It's quite famous for a few things. It's famous locally anyway, at least, but it does have some connections to some famous people. People I only found out yesterday there were connections to. So we're going to have and explore and venture out to a couple of these places. There's 3 places in total. I might make it one video, I might make it into 2, but either way we're going to be visiting various different areas that relate to each other, and yeah, it's going to be great. So join me today on a video with the history of Lilleshall. Okay, so I've arrived here at Lilleshall Abbey, an abbey that's been around for hundreds of years and unfortunately stands in ruins. A lot happened with lots of abbeys throughout the year, throughout history. A lot of them, you know, they were left to rot. Some of them were dismantled and masonry stolen and built, used to, you know, the masonry was used to build other properties in the area, and I believe that's the same thing that happened to this place. Now I'm a little bit dubious of this path. Last time I was here was 18 years ago. 18 years ago I came here about midnight. There was 3 other people, my wife, a friend and 2 other friends, John and his good lady at the time, and we were massively into ghost hunting and the paranormal, and I had a camcorder that had night vision, and you know, we travelled all over Shropshire in the search of ghosts. And legend has it, the Abbey, which is just over there, legend has it is that it's haunted. So we came that one night and we did a paranormal investigation, and it was I would love to upload it, but it was filmed on high 8 tapes, so there were like cassette tapes that you put in, and nothing digital, not like today. If I can ever get them digitalized, I would love to show them you, but we went out everywhere filming, and this was one of the places. The evening was fantastic and absolutely, I would like to say something happened, but nothing really happened in the Abbey at all, apart from when we were leaving. And when we left, this driveway here, as we were leaving, no word of a lie, right? I swear to you, it sounded like footprints. Even though we'd stopped, you could hear footsteps, like an army marching. So today we're going to be exploring the history of Lilleshall Abbey. I'm excited. Okay, so this is an information board of the abbey itself. This is what it looked like in the late 15th century. Now, I got my information off Google. Probably not the best places of getting it, but this is where I got the 1500s from. But it's obviously 1140s. Now, one of the first things you see when you get here is this enormous yew tree. Yew trees are probably one of the hardest trees to actually date, but it wouldn't surprise me if this yew tree is older, or if not a little bit younger than what the abbey is. And then the next thing you see as you come round from the yew tree is this. This is the Abbey Gates. Look how majestic that is. Now, I believe the abbey was built using sandstone, but look at this, you can actually see. This is one cool thing about ruins. So you can actually see how the mortar holds it up together. So on the inside we've got this quite messy piece of masonry, but on the outside, just look at this. Fantastic masonry there. Now, I'm not a mason, I'm not a stone mason. I know nothing about architecture or building. And when you look at things like this today, that are still standing hundreds and hundreds of years, what do they know then that we don't know today? Just look at the thickness of those walls. They've got to be at least, what's it, 3 foot? 3 foot wide. Amazing. It's like a castle, isn't it? I suppose they would have built it in the same formation as castles, wouldn't they? This is probably why they're still standing so much today. Now, I don't know if it was lack of food or whatnot, but when I first arrived here and I did start filming, I felt, hang on, look at that bird. Yeah, so when I first came here today, I felt a bit queasy, a bit nauseous. I'm not quite sure if that's the atmosphere that this place gives or just lack of food. Probably lack of food. But can you imagine being one of the people, the locals, came and used this place as a monk? Over here, staircase. I'm assuming it leads all the way up there. So yeah, this staircase is amazing. I won't go up it because I'm not very sure with these. I don't like castle turrets. So they always have these spiral staircases. Why couldn't they build normal ones? Wow. All this old English. I wonder how old this graffiti really is. I mean, that's modern. This you can see is old. Somewhere over there. It beats me to why some people feel that they have to graffiti places like this, or any place for that matter. But if they hadn't, we wouldn't have known that John Smith was here, or Carl. So the Abbey was built in the 1100s, as you can see, but it was handed over to William Cavendish by order of Henry VIII, and that was just after its voluntary dissolvation. Back then in the 1500s there was the dissolvation of the monasteries. Abbeys and monasteries all got dissolved. The monks went their separate ways, and the abbeys were left to ruin. This one, however, was handed over to Cavendish, and then over to, I believe, Richard Leveson, if I've said that right. I'll put the name down in the below here. From there it went on through many hands, and it became a personal home. And we're in the Abbey place, but where we're going to go and see now, I believe, was the area that was created as a personal home to the Leveson family, and it stayed with them for many, many years till it was handed over to a great nephew from a different family called the Gowers. However, he was a great nephew of the Levesons too. The Leveson Gower was his name, was William. We'll talk about that history in a minute. So we're just coming round and just seeing these yew trees, and this one's huge. I would say it's bigger than the one in the front there. Just look at this. So if you're into your trees, this one's for you. Pun intended. So what a great little place. And the architecture as well. So this is the south side of the church, and by the looks of here, it's a cloister. I don't quite know what a cloister is, but we'll figure it out. But look at this architect. You can imagine all this precision carving. I mean, we've got stonemasons today that can do that, but we've got machinery, but this would have been hand done. Wow. Let's go through the door. So we've got another amazing little archway there. So we're now in the area where the canons, as they were called, the monks, would have conducted their services. Choirs would have stood here singing the hymns. Monks doing the prayers. Wow. There we go. How about that? So they've been looking down at the Abbey, the residents, tenants, giving out their service. I'm guessing the monks would have sat in pews along here. Now the number of monks that were stationed here Let's go in here. It's said to be about 13, but nobody actually really knows. And I think 13 monks is the general consensus for any abbey, really. It's a beautiful place, lots of beautiful architecture. Now, I'm assuming this is where the monks would have lined up, headed off into the main abbey, but they would have come out of here. Let's see what they would have had. Wow. Okay, so this part of the abbey is not a jail. This is put here obviously for people's safety. But wow, this is actually called the sacristy. Sacristy? It's a room, and its contents were actually, it says on the wall here, responsibility of the sacrist. He was a senior member of the abbey here. All vessels and anything to do with ritual using was stored into this room. So this was just a storeroom. We would have walked through here, no doubt. Let's see where we're going. Just look at those arches. The gables in the ceiling. Okay, so according to the wall, it was a parlour. Place on the way to either important meetings or the infirmary. Wow. After I've done some filming, I'm going to crack the camera out, see if I can get some good photographs. If I get any good ones, I'll put them in the video. So that was the parlour, but we missed one room in the hall. Now when I came here 18 years ago, this room was probably the most spookiest. I have no idea why. Because all it is a little tiny room. I don't know what they used it for. I'm assuming there would have been a room there as well. But yeah, the legend has it that the abbey is haunted. I know, while I was here, I don't remember any type of problems apart from when we were leaving and walking back up the path and hearing the footsteps of a marching army. But it is said that this area here has been seen a monk in dark clothing. Hopefully he doesn't mind me being here today. Now this part of the abbey, I believe, was private accommodation, and when the abbey was dissolved and became a personal home, it was given to the Lilleshall family. and they built up the abbey and made a nice little lodge home. So, what an amazing place. Some of it still exists, as you can see, of the original. A lot of the lodge that was built here, but it became a private dwelling, is no longer here. It was either destroyed or robbed. Most likely robbed. But there was a little battle, a civil battle here, a parliamentary civil battle that unfortunately destroyed this abbey and put it into ruins. And it's what we've got left today to come and see. Beautiful place, absolutely beautiful place. We're kind of gone pretty much everywhere we can. It's a great place, Lilleshall Abbey, on a summer's day. Come here, sit down, use the grounds for picnics. Place to chill out and rest and recuperate. It's peaceful, and today it's actually quite quiet. Wow. So there we are, Lilleshall Abbey. A great place if you just want to have a quick half an hour, maybe an hour, or a couple or two, just to chill out, relax. It's quiet, there's no shop, no toilets, it's free to enter and explore, and I seriously do suggest coming and enjoying the delights of Lilleshall Abbey. In the next video we're going to go and visit another place that is very much connected with the Abbey, and that is the monument on top of the Lilleshall Hill. But we'll get to that in the next video. So for now, if you've liked this video, I know it's probably raw and crap, do apologise, but if you have liked it and you've got something out of it, please click the like button, and if you haven't already, click the subscribe button. It will help me out, and better still, click that bell button. That bell button that will alert you to any video that I upload in the future. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.